Learning how to make candles I thought was going to be hard, but it was actually very easy and straightforward. We made these and they turned out so beautifully. We first started off with some fresh fruit and we baked it in the oven for an hour at I believe 212 degrees. This was an activity that we did for Christmas as a Christmas gift. We don't have Elf on the Shelf, we have actually Monkey, and it was actually because we couldn't afford one in the beginning, but Monkey is our friend and that's who we use. We first started off by measuring the weight of the contents and the volume within what we were going to put our candle in, and then did a math equation to figure out the difference in weight between water and wax. Learning can and should be fun. It can look like learning a new skill together as a family, like we're doing today, or teaching your children a lifelong skill that you already know. Just always remember that the most important lesson is that there's a learning curve with anything new, and it's okay not to get things right the first time, but it's necessary not to give up in order to succeed. Have fun and relax and keep things lighthearted and enjoy making lifelong memories while developing new skills.
Okay, so you're gonna put this on there. I'm gonna show you. We have to weigh this much of the wax.
Okay.
This weighs 9.1 ounce. Okay, this is how much this weighs. This is for when it's hot. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're going to zero this out because we don't want this to add to this weight over here. We only want that weight. So we're gonna zero it out and we're gonna say it weighs nothing. So this way we can start from zero. Okay, now we're gonna start weighing. This is what we need to weigh, only this and only this. So this says, I don't wanna weigh you, I wanna weigh only this. Let's go ahead and let's pour it.
So before we got started, we had already written down the whole equation of the difference between the weight of the wax and the water. Wax weighs a lot less, so that's what we were looking at that paper. We didn't want to add the amount of weight of the pitcher to the amount that we needed in wax.
Okay, 0, 1, 7.
Yeah, so we're just gonna count this over here.
Okay, 11.7
Okay, 11.7 ounces. Okay, sweetie pie. So I need you to go ahead and fill this up, okay? Can you reach?
Yeah.
I put this over here though.
It's important to my husband and I to teach our children how to do life. We do life alongside each other, building upon each other's strengths. We want our children to be well prepared to learn how to run a household, create a business, and be a good partner, friend, and interact respectfully with others, lead with love, and everything else in between. And above all else, to grow and develop their own personal relationship with God. In order to teach them these important skills, we must model these important skills, the way we interact with each other in our home, the way we interact with our spouses, and the way that we respond to our children and those that we love, and everyone else that we come in contact with. Learning and teaching life skills is a really important part of our homeschooling. We enjoy doing regular everyday life together, and just learning new skills is a lot of fun.
This one?
Oh, you like the mistletoe and the cranberry?
No, again.
Or which one do you like?
It smells like Mary Ann.
Oh, the mistletoe. Okay, so how many do we have for this count? 1,
2, 3, 4.
Okay, so we need 4 of these.
1, 2, 3.
Alright, so we got 4.
Everything that we do can be made into a lesson. We do a lot of counting with whatever we're doing. Real life math is what's really important. This way we're able to just show them how to do things, how to count, how to problem solve, which is really important as well, all along while having fun. Of course, there's always a learning curve to every single skill that you are learning and developing, and it's important to teach our children how to see things through. From turning a creative idea through each step, finding out the information how to do it, preparing all of the items needed to do whatever craft or creative project that you're trying to do is really important. There's so many steps within any process, and it's really important to teach your children that. There's going to be easy parts, there's going to be things that are not so easy and that are a bit tough. But seeing things through is what is really important. Life is not always easy, and it's a great way to show them that anything can be accomplished, anything can be achieved just with a little bit of hard work. Just because something might be a little bit hard or might be hard doesn't mean bad. We put some apples, some lemons, some limes. I also wanted to do oranges, but I forgot to do the oranges. We got some cinnamon sticks, and we also got some anise. These are all just really nice ingredients that make your house smell so nice, so lovely. I've been really enjoying lighting my candle. The kids been really enjoying it. And my mom and my aunt, and I'm sure my husband's mom has really enjoyed lighting it too. The set that I purchased was really affordable to make the candles. It came with everything that I needed to make the candles. It came with the wicks, the stickers. I got the glasses to put the candles in actually from the Goodwill, and they are just drinking glasses. They're thick drinking glasses that I know can hold heat, and they just worked out absolutely beautifully.
Do it.
Okay, so we're gonna put 1 cinnamon stick in each.
Learning how to make these candles was absolutely so much fun. It was such a great way to be creative and to just enjoy each other's company along the way. This is something that we're going to be making a lot within our home now that we know how easy it is to do. So this way we can always have a nice fresh candle lit, as we like to light a candle every single time we sit down and we do our homeschooling lessons. And we can make them as gifts as well, as they make perfect gifts. We made one for Christmas, we made one for my mom, my husband's mom, and also my aunt, and they absolutely loved them. They were such a hit.
There you go. And you guys can put a star in yours.
Learning teamwork and how to be a team player is an important skill. How to communicate effectively with others within our home, family, friends, and everyday interactions is an important thing to teach our little ones and for them to learn.
All right, now get an apple, put an apple in.
Equipping them to be productive citizens that are a joy to be around.
That's perfect.
Beautiful. Now you can get a lemon and a lime.
My children are very crafty, artsy. They're just really good at those type of things. And so doing something like making a candle was definitely right up their alley and something that they really enjoyed doing. This way they were able to be creative with all of the pieces of fruit and spices, putting it all very delicately within their glasses and just really customizing their own creative artwork, a piece of art for them to enjoy and to share and to make for someone else.
I think this looks pretty. Look.
Okay, it looks pretty too. I don't think we should put it on the wick, baby, not the wick. Just put it on the side. You can put some more on the side. You guys can put 2 apples even.
Another important lesson within our home is acts of service. This is something that our family really enjoys doing. Being that we made this for our family members, this was a way that we were able to show somebody else how we feel, show them with our love by our hard work that we were putting together thoughtfully and with them in mind. And something to really take pride in, as they worked really hard on it and they worked on it with all their little heart. It was honestly just really cute and a lot of fun.
Emma likes the candy cane.
Okay.
And I like the mistletoe. I also like both of them, and Emma likes both of them.
Okay, so you guys decided on candy cane and mistletoe?
So I wanted to mention here that within my pan, I put too much water. There's not supposed to be that much water. You just need a little bit, but it was my first time doing this. So of course there's a learning curve, but I did want to mention that you only need about like 1.5 inches, 2 inches. So this way it stands on its own. The little pitcher that I have the wax in. So this way it just stands up on itself. Because right here it is kind of just floating and bobbling around because there was too much water. I should have known that, and I did figure that out pretty much right away, but I was kind of pressed for time, and I don't know why I just decided not to take out the water. But you know, sometimes you just need to work smarter, not harder. But today I thought I'm gonna work as hard as I possibly can, I guess. So I melted down the wax, which didn't take a whole lot of time. It melts down pretty quickly. While the kids were picking out what scents that they wanted to customize their candles with, they chose the cranberry and the mistletoe, and that worked out really well. I know that there is an exact science of how much oil to put in. I didn't do all that. I just went ahead and put 7 drops of each, and actually I didn't even measure the amount of wax that I needed correctly, so I had to go back and make more, as you'll see. After putting in the oil, I go ahead and stir it up and combine it, and it already smells so nice.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Then it is time to pour. It also came with wick holders, which was really nice. It came with a couple. I did not have enough, so I ended up using some popsicle sticks, which worked out just as well.
Throw it to the side. Be careful with your face. All right, I'm gonna pour, okay? We forgot to put our wick holders.
Since the girls placed all their spices and fruits very nice and beautifully, I wanted to make sure that I poured as slow as possible, which is important if you're putting anything within your candles. You want to pour nice and slow, so this way you don't move everything within it all around. You can kind of keep it where you had placed it. Of course, some will kind of float up to the top if it doesn't have enough weight to weigh it down. But for the most part, everything stayed so beautifully. The anise star floated up to the top and just looked really pretty. Everything was placed so nicely, and I think they just turned out just absolutely beautifully. So here I had to end up making more wax. What happened is when I weighed everything, I had thought that the amount of the weight of the fruit and the spices were going to weigh a lot more and take up a lot more volume. I didn't weigh it or take it into account. Next time I will, but I didn't do that, so I ended up having to make like 2 extra little bits of wax so I could fill it up and make sure I had enough wax for each of my candles. And I did end up pouring in a new oil that I had found while we were actually sick a few weeks ago. It's like a germ fighting defense type of an oil, and it has a really nice scent. It has like kind of a spice type of smell, kind of like a cinnamon. It smells like thieves. If you're familiar with thieves, it's kind of hard to explain, but it has kind of like a spicy cinnamon type of a smell, and it smells so good. I thought I'm gonna have to put some in here. It smells just absolutely delicious and just gives that nice vibe and warm, spicy type of a scent that I was looking for, since this is kind of like a cinnamon spice type of scent profile that we were going for anyways. I wish that I would have had enough time to have put orange in it as well, but that is something that I will definitely be doing next time. I really liked everything that was already in it, but I think that just adding also orange in it too would just make it just so much more nicer. The way that it just looks, it's just so aesthetically pleasing, so beautiful, and the way that it burns down is just really nice. This is something that I would be absolutely so happy to have gotten as a gift for myself if somebody would have got one for me or made one for me. And I thought, since this is something I really like and just is a really beautiful, fun gesture and something to have around your house, I thought, you know, this is a really great idea to do for somebody else. If you haven't made candles already, or if you are a candle expert, which I am absolutely not, then you know how much fun it is. But if you haven't done it already, it is so much fun. It is very easy, very straightforward. I thought that it was going to be like an all-day, really difficult process, and it really isn't. It's very easy to just bake in the oven. The longest part was baking in the oven the fruit, and I mean, just cut it up, put it in there, bake it, let it cool down, and it's very fast to melt down your wax, put in a little bit of oil, stir it, set up your little candle to how you want it with your stuff in it, and pour in your wax. Let it cool, and it's easy as that. When it does though dry, it kind of gets a little bit of a divot in it, so you have to warm up a tiny little bit additional wax or leave a little bit of additional wax and then melt it down once the candles are already dry. So this way you can just pour on top a little bit of wax to level it out to make sure the top is nice and even. I then just cut off the wicks with my wick cutter, and we lit the candle. My little Mila, she lit the candle with our new electric candle lighter, and they just are so beautiful, as you can see. I will make sure to link everything down in the description below if you are interested, and if this is something that you think that you and your family would enjoy as well. I hope you really enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching it. I make content on motherhood, homemaking, homeschooling, anything to do with my motherhood journey. If you're already a part of my channel, thank you so much for your support. And if you were not, we would absolutely love to have you be a part of our YouTube family. So please consider subscribing. Thank you so much, and God bless. Hope to see you soon.